Hello, and welcome to the next video in our new Path of Exile series. So, what we're going to be doing in this video is making all the different classes, and we're probably going to be starting with the Ranger here. So, what we're going to be doing is making all these characters probably as intended, and all we're going to be doing is just sticking to the skill tree here. We're not going to be leave it until we max it out. And we're only going to be using dexterity gear, so that means we're going to be pure evasion. And we're going to be doing the same thing for the witch up here. So for the witch, we're going to be pure energy shield, just intelligence, that's it. So that means that we're pretty much going to be like the sorceress is going to be a lightning sorceress, the archer is going to be a cold archer, and the marauder is going to be a fire marauder, just because how we looked in the last video, right? So maybe we'll go look at that here again quick. Because as we learned, if we go here, if we go to Act 3, if you just go to the store, depending which character class you choose, that might determine which element you're going to be using. So if we go here, if we want to make a lightning sorceress, we can do that because lightning is pure it. But if I want to make a cold sorceress, we'd have to make like it dexterity because cold you're gonna have to get your dex up. If I want to make a fire sorceress, we'd have to be like a it strength, so it'd kind of be like a Templar. So if we want to keep it just straight, the witch, you're gonna have to be a lightning witch, and the ranger, you're gonna have to be a cold ranger, and the marauder, you're gonna have to be a fire marauder, just because that's how it works, right? The ranger. So now that we know this, we're probably gonna be going with the ice shot ability. But I guess it doesn't matter because he could use all the other ones, right? The only thing we're looking at is just this penetration ability. It's like if we want to be a lightning ranger, or if I want to be a fire ranger, we'd have to get a it or strength, which you don't want to do here. So what we're going to be doing is creating a new character. So we create the Acropolis, solo self-found. We're just going to be doing softcore, just because I'm not sure how these characters are going to do. Because I know every single time that I made the ranger, that was pure dexterity with just evasion. He always dies in Act 4, I think. Actually, I think we got a level 71 ranger, right? Maybe they can do good at hardcore. But yeah, witch, if you're just doing a pure energy shield, you have no defenses, but you have a lot of HP. But the witch takes so much damage, we always get so scared playing the witch. So we're playing softcore, maybe it won't be too bad. It'll give us more opportunity to try different builds that we would ever do with these characters. So, what we're gonna do is we just make this character Ranger go solo self-found. And then we're just gonna pick up our boat here. We'll probably record this. Like, there's not gonna be like too much combat or anything. And I think something we're gonna do is, since we're gonna have like a brand new loot filter, we're gonna go to our loot filter. We're going to completely delete it and everything. What I mean, we'll go here, right? Here's the filter blade. If we go overview, we just refresh this page here, and then I think it resets it. There we go, overview. Here's what it does by default. So what we can do is never sync stable, and we like to put it on soft, just so that it shows a lot more items. Then I think that's the only thing that we're gonna change at the moment. So we just wanted to show as many items as we can. We're going to want to customize it later, because as we can see down here, if you go to like magic items, magic hide rules, right? So once you get to area level 16, it'll start hiding magic items. Once you get to level 24, it'll start hiding more items. So pretty much like it'll start hiding items eventually. I think it's even during the first thing, it starts hiding them. I think, where is it? Until Mud Flats, first levels. Because I know once you get to the Mud Flats, it starts hiding things. It starts hiding things once you get to level 6. So it's somewhere around here where it starts hiding things at level 6. And we had to figure out how to change that. So we'll do that in the video too. We'll figure out how we did that. Maybe when we're looking for it, we'll figure it out. Then we'll come back and then we'll tell you. But for now, we just need to save and export this, right? So let's save and export. This all we did was we went Eversix stable, moved this to soft. That's the only change that we made here right now. Then we'll save this maybe as soft custom. That'd be a good thing. And then we'll sync or download it. Create a new filter, save and sync. And then we'll go into our game here. And here it is right here, soft custom. So we didn't make any changes to it. It's like with no loot filter, this would just appear like this, and then your bow would just appear like this. But with the loot filter, the filter blade, even just with the base soft mode that we just made, is going to make these easier to tell if it's a good item to pick up or item to skip here. You get to notice it later once we get up to a hillock here. So what we're going to be doing is we want to go through, just clear the whole area, kill every monster, loot everything. Because if we do that, then we can see, like, what loot do these characters get? Like, so, like, what loot do we get from this area? Then we can add it to the loot filter. And then we can build up our loot filter from scratch here, just make our, like, own solo self-out loot filter. It would be made for hardcore, I guess, but... I just don't want to. I just don't want to get to like Act 4 or 5 or something, and even like Act 9, and then we die. Because I was thinking about. I was sitting there thinking for a while. Like we could do hardcore. We might be able to do it, but sometimes it gets like so difficult, and it's like the things do so much damage. I don't feel like make a mistake, or if you lag or something, or if your mouse or keyboard dies, you won't be able to live. And all we would be doing if our character died is probably doing the exact same build that we just had, except that it would just take us like 5 or 10 hours to get back there. Like, we would find a lot of loot along the way, but I think it would just be adding a whole bunch of unnecessary gameplay if we're doing it like this, right? So what we're going to be doing is going, we didn't really get too much loot here. There was really too much loot in this first area. Like, we didn't get a single thing. So hopefully the second half of the area is a lot better. So we got our skill gems here. Maybe we'll take this character through because we're like talking about things. But then after this, we're gonna make like all the other characters. We're gonna do the same thing. Then mostly we're gonna see what all the loot is that we get. Then it'll mostly just be like a loot video, and then like a skills tree video. Like, we're looking at the skill tree. Like, here's the skill tree we got. Like, here's our first item, which sometimes you can be going through here and you get these items a lot sooner. We got our first boots here. So we got a defense, physical damage reduction up to 17%. So that's gonna help us fight the boss here, even though it's not necessary or anything. Besides that, after we've brought all these characters through, we're just going to put the loot in the stash over here. And they're going to organize it. Yeah, we're probably gonna like put it. Yeah, we barely found anything on the Ranger. Like sometimes on some characters you can find like no loot, but on some characters you get like a full inventory of loot. So we got a 3-stock like spirit shield at a level 3, which is perfect because after doing that other video and looking up everything, the item level that we want for the spirit shield is actually level 3. So it's exactly the level that we want. So I guess I kind of going through clearing everything, getting all these things, like all the corpses and everything, and killing everything. Did give us anything except for one pair of boots. So should we run the Twilight Strand a whole bunch of times? Because as soon as we go here, we can't return. But if we exit the character selection after a minute and a half, no respawn. I guess taking each of the characters through here once will be enough. So this is all we got for the Ranger, right? You're gonna get some random items here. I guess we'll put this here. So you always get your 2-socket weapon with your 2 sockets and then your 2 gems. They always give you a secondary weapon that'll have all 3 colors unlinked. So they give you 2 weapons guaranteed. Then whatever other random things you get here, right? So you got a pair of boots, you got a pair of gloves, a nailed fist, a rare spirit shield, and a magic helmet, and a medium life flask. We got most of them from the boss, right? This is the only thing that we got from the actual place there. And then when you come here, each of these characters is gonna get a skill gem. So we're thinking of maybe just taking the first skill gem. It's like you get a split arrow. Then these are just like other ones, right? Frost blades. So we can already see that you're a cold character, right? We got a chaos skill, lightning, but there's a ice shot, cold, frost blades, cold. So might go with like one of these 2 here, eh? But I'm pretty sure split arrow is pretty much the same thing because it's a no element, right? So maybe we'll go with the first ability here. And then maybe we'll do the same thing with the other characters. So at this point, the only gem sockets that we need is just the 2 of the weapon, and then we just need 1 green socket for the other gem. But that's it. When you're leveling your other characters, you don't need any more gem sockets than this, right? Because our other character, our other series, we got like at their fire, we had like a 3-socket like helm, 3-socket like chest piece, 3-socket like gloves, 3-socket like boots, 3-socket like weapon, 3-socket like shield. And after all that, you only need 3 gem spots. That's it. So you have our bake space here, so it's completely empty. So the good thing about restarting and everything is you get a completely empty bake tab here. So, do we throw this in here? Because what do we do here, right? We have to keep this organized and figure everything out. So another one, like if you wanted to, in your hardcore solo self-out, we were thinking about it. If you're going to continue doing the hardcore solo self-out, all we can do is click this migrate all button. Because if we go to our hardcore solo self-out here, it's like we made all this progress, we unlocked all these things already, we got like all these necropolis crafting materials unlocked. And if we wanted to restart completely everything, like everything's reset, our ash is completely empty, our Atlas trees reset, all of our progress is completely reset from the beginning, and then it's just like we just started the league. All we have to do is go here to hardcore solo self-found and click the migrate all button. What this does is completely resets everything and just puts it into the hardcore necropolis league, and then you can just restart from fresh again from here. And it works for like solo self-found too. Like a solo self-found necropolis. If we migrate here, it would completely reset our solo self-found. And it even works for standard here. If you make like a hardcore solo self-found standard and then migrate all, it would reset your standard progress. And if you do it for solo self-found standard, it would reset all of your solo self-found standard progress. So that's definitely something cool. So we have our ranger here, right? So what do you think about this? So we know they're probably not going to be as long of videos, but we'll pause and we'll figure out what we're doing here. Except we figure out our inventory now that we have a fresh start and everything. We learned so many things from the last series there. And now we have to incorporate it into here. Alright, so we're just about to kill Hillock on the witch, I think. Or at least our Abada's almost gone, right? So we can't use our other ability. So we did... Yeah, we didn't have any luck with gear on this character either. For some reason, like there was more enemies, there was more barrels and everything, but we didn't get a single item with this character. Like we cleared the whole thing, killed like every enemy, killed like every single crate, every single barrel, every single corpse. Usually the corpses is where you get all the loot. So essentially, we organized our bank a little bit there. Here's all we got for some reason. Like, sometimes you go through on characters, you'll get like a full inventory of things before you even fight Hillock. But here, that didn't seem to happen. So take the witch through here. Then we go here. Then we get freezing pulse. We get rolling magma, lightning tendrils, raise zombie, blight, or kinetic bolt. So we're just gonna go with the first one. So we're gonna choose freezing pulse, and they give you this offhand here. So you put a freezing pulse in here. So we don't even need any other armor or weapons or anything. So what we did is the ranger tab. We have our bow plus our 2 gems plus the secondary weapon they give you. And we can put the gem inside here. So we can just equip these and then swap weapons. They put all of our loot here. And then for the witch, we're gonna pretty much do the same thing. We got our wand here. Then we got our secondary wand that they always give you. And then we got all of our loot here, which is barely anything, because for some reason these two characters take like a single thing. So these loot tabs, they don't really look too much, because the only loot we got was from like a Hillock pretty much. But I imagine if we take another character through, hopefully he'll get some better loot. Yeah, I can't believe we didn't get a single item except those 1 boots on like 2 characters here. So we're going to create another one to crop this, solo self found. And then we might as well go with the Marauder here, right? And if we make a U, we did your name, right? Marauder. Oh, we screwed up his name. So probably just delete him quick. And then have to remake him and just make him the proper name. Marauder, right? Okay, there we go. Alright, so we'll take this character through. Hopefully, we'll get some more loot in their characters. Cause like I was saying, I don't know how you can do like 2 characters in a row without a single loot. A single loot except for what you get from the boss. But the witch did fight some more enemies because she did level up. So let's go through here and clear this place here, the Marauder then. Alright, so the Marauder had a lot more luck with actually finding items. So as you can see, we have like a shield here and a chest piece. Oh, we still haven't really found anything though, right? It's like I was saying, sometimes you go through, you get like a full inventory of loot. But I guess we just got like a shield and just a chest piece, that's it. So I guess most of the loot's gonna be from like Hillock by the looks of it. So we get all these items here. And then our driftwood club that we would always get. So that would be there. And then this would be the random loot. So we're going to do is go through here. And then we have the Marauder tab set up. So we'll probably just go through each of these characters and just do that. Just go through, kill Hillock, go get our skill jab, and put everything in the bag. Then we've got through all the characters. So we get a ground slab. Or we can get ulted strike. Or we get shield crush. So let's just get a ground slab here, since it's the first ability, and it'll go in our weapon that they gave us. So we don't even have to get any like armor or weapons or anything. They just throw us here. We got like a driftwood club. Then they give you a secondary driftwood club. And then all of our loot down here. Actually got a whole bunch of things. Get the 2 helmets. Oh, we got a rare helmet. And then gloves. So there we go. Oh, we also got a mana flask here too. Oh, and the ID scrolls here. So there we go. We got the ranger loot. Then we got the witch loot. And then we got the marauder loot. So that's like the 3 base characters. We got the Dex, the ranger Dex ranger, and then the it witch, and then the strength marauder. And then we start going into the dual classes here. It's like the Templar, so he's like strength it, and then the shadow, which is like it dex, and then the duelist, which is like strength dex, and then the scion, which is everything. So we'll go make the Templar character here now. Alright, so we're back. So the Templar had a bit more like fighting loot. You can see we got like a shield, we got a helmet, we got boots, then we got a second pair of boots, and we even found a currency item. So we found some more things on here, and then we also have this loot from him, which we got like a 3-socket like wool glove. And we don't have any of our other custom things up, but imagine when we go through here, imagine these would look different after we edit the loot filter, because we'd probably like add these to a list where it's like if the item level is below 3, it would pop up more. That way we know if it's good for crafting or not. And then once the item level gets too high, it would stop doing that. Then it would just look like a normal item again. So it's like when we're going through here, we can just look at the item and then see if it's worth picking up for crafting or not. So we got a Smite, or we get Frostbolt, or Rolling Magma, Lightning Tendrils, Molten Strike, or Purifying Flame. So what we're going to do is just choose the first ability here, and we're going to choose Smite. And we can put in this Driftwood Scepter that they always give you. Then we go to the Templar table. So we got the Driftwood Club, plus the other Driftwood Club, plus the gems and everything. And then all of our loot here. There's got a few more to go through. So we'll probably take a quick break here, then we'll come back, and then we'll get the other 2 through. Then maybe we'll just record what we got for all the loot and everything. So here's what we got so far. So there we go. So it's working out. We just have to go through 1, 2, 3 more characters. That's it. Alright, so we're back at Hillock again. So the Shadow had pretty good luck. I wasn't sure if we're going to record it or not, but we're just about dying here. But we're not playing hardcore or anything, right? So we got like 2 chest pieces. We got a pair of gloves. Then we get all these things. So this is gonna be pretty good. That's like our first rig. So here we go. Then once we like combine all this loot together at the end, they'll be able to figure it all out. So let's go here. Then we'll see what gems we get. So we always get this dagger here, right? Everybody gets 2 weapons. Everyone gets the same 2 weapons. So we get a freezing pulse, explosive trap, storm blast mine, ethereal knives, blight, or cobra lash. So let's just get a freezing pulse because it's the next ability, right? So it's like a spellcaster ability. So they give you a viper strike, chest of poison, and freezing pulse. Alright, so that's like just if you choose like the first ability every time. So it's just put these here, like all of our loot. Then we'll just go make the next character. Then we just got like 2 more characters left to make here. Alright, so we're here on the duelist. So the duelist got like the most loot. As you can see, we got like a chest piece, helmet, gloves, boots, we got a shield, we got like a full armor set on the duelist here. Which, the other characters, they weren't so lucky. Oh, we got item level 3 spirit shield. 3-socket link. So we already have a rare one. That's 3-socket link. So that's pretty cool though. And then here's this rusted sword that they always give you. So the one that got the most loot, like I was telling you, like sometimes you can get a full inventory of things. Like sometimes you can get like absolute nothing. Maybe just like one pair of boots or something. So let's go through here. And then we can get a cleave, or we can get molten strike, or we can get galvanic arrow, or profiliate, or splitting steel. So we can choose to use a bow if we want. We're just gonna go with cleave. So just put our sword here that they give you. They go with cleave. So we just chose our first ability here. Then if we throw stuff in the duelist tab here, it's gonna be like completely filled up basically, right? After we throw all these things in the air. So he got so much loot from all that for some reason. Some people just get all the luck with everything. Alright, so we're just about to defeat Hillock on the Scion over here. So we didn't have too much luck fighting anything on the Scion either here. I thought we did. Looks like we just got like a one pair of boots. That was it. So he's got one pair of boots for clearing the entire place. Here, all the loots for my Hillock. So you get all these things, and then we get our secondary sword here. So what we're gonna do is just go deposit this thing. They have like all the different characters pretty much taken through the game already here. So what we're gonna do is turn in these quests, and then we get a molten strike, or we can get split arrow, or we can get lightning tendrils, or we get splitting steel. So it gives you like everything. Cause the Scion is supposed to be like the most powerful, so they could use like all the abilities. I think, or at least that was the theory. Or it starts with like everything, so you could be pretty much get like most of the skill gems unlocked here. Yeah, you get like Ray Zombie and everything, like all the bow gems, whole bunch of the melee skill gems. I imagine you're still missing a whole bunch. That you don't get the arcade surge support. You don't get the momentum support. But besides that, here's what the duelist tab looks like. So the duelist got the most loot out of everybody. Then what we're gonna do is just put these here, and then we just put this loot. This is the first simple rope that we got. And then we throw these. Oh, so we didn't get a single magic item on this character. And then after doing that, is what all the tabs look like, right? So the ranger, he gets his gems, his bows, then his loot, and then here's what the witch got. And then here's the marauder, and then here's the templar, and then here's the shadow, and here's the duelist, and here's the scion. So I guess basically you don't need like any armor, you don't need like any other links. They give you everything, just these two things. But maybe you can find better things. But essentially, the links on the equipment doesn't seem to matter. The only thing that seems to matter is the stats or something. So now you have to go through, organize this. Maybe we'll like organize it by class or something. Like put all the witch equipment in like one tab. Here's the marauder equipment. And then we have to find like good bases and everything, and then we can craft with them later eventually. So now that we got all them through here, the duelist is gonna have the most things. I guess this is pretty much everything you get from the first place. And the second place is pretty much the same, right? Because this is area level 1. The next area is area level 2. And I guess it's, most of the stuff that we got is level 3. Area level 3 would pretty much be the same as just running here, because you just defeated Hillock, and he just gives you level 3 items. So we figured out what to do after this point here. We got like all of our tabs set up. Everybody ran through. Everybody has their weapons and their skill gems and everything. The only thing we have to do is their skill tree after that eventually, which their skill tree, it's pretty much just going to be like everyone's going to do the same thing. Like plus 20 evasion. This one will be like plus 20 armor. And this one will be like plus 14 energy shield. I'll pretty much just be like that. This one gets like plus life. And you're gonna get like plus damage, plus energy shield. So they're all pretty much gonna be built the same. Like I was saying, we're probably gonna be staying in this skill tree here. Although for the Scion, I don't know what we're gonna do. Cause like here's the Scion skill tree. The Scion skill tree is so huge. So we'll take a break and figure out what to do here then. So we got all this organized. We got to figure out what do we do with this, and what do we do with our loot filter, and how do we add all these things in here. And maybe we'll end the video pretty soon. Maybe it'll just be like a 30-minute video. I think that's pretty good. We got all the characters through. We got everything organized, everything set up and figured out. And then all we have to do is just build up our collection from here. Okay, so we made a lot of progress, but instead of explaining it in this video, we'll actually make another video, because this one's like 30 minutes, and we did a whole bunch. So we cleared all these tabs out here, so the only thing that's left in here is just their weapons and their gems. And then we got item level 1 here, so this would be like anything that dropped from the environment and from the enemies. So you can do this by searching here. It's like search for item level 1, and that just shows all the items here. Then item level 3, this would be everything that dropped from Hillock. So if you go here, nothing's item level 3, it's just item level 1. Over here, item level 3. This is all the loot that we got from Hillock. So as you can see, we didn't really get too much from the environment, but we still did get a whole bunch of chest pieces and helmets and gloves and boots and shields and everything. But for the most part, most of the loot actually just came from Hillock here, as well as in the loot filter over here. We did make a whole bunch of changes, so we weren't going to do that in this video. Like, we had our base loot filter set up here, and we did make some changes here, which we'll go over more in the next video. But if we click here, we made some changes to the campaign, and we started to make like item level 4 craft. So it's just going to be like all the items that, if it's at least item level 4 or lower, it'll show up like this. So that's going to help out. And then same for item level 8 crafts. We got some higher level items here. And then item level 12, we just added a couple here. And by doing that, pretty much when these things drop, if the item level is too high, we're going to know just by looking at it. So that's going to be the first thing. So we'll see in the next video then. And then we'll come back here, and then we'll organize all the stuff here and figure out what do we do with everything.